Hey guys, MCU Collector here with another figure review, and next up is the Hasbro Marvel Legends series Avengers GamerVerse Wave 2 Joe Fixit Build-A-Figure. This is the Stealth Captain America. Not a figure I think anybody wanted, because nobody wanted the one from Wave 1, because nobody likes the design, including myself. The added extra to this one is we get an unmasked head sculpt, so that's cool. The suit actually does look really good in black and gray. But it's still just that same Captain America figure that we got before in a different color scheme. So, yeah. Anyway, same packaging as the other GamerVerse figures. We get that same side artwork on the side. Back of the package, we get a look at the figure itself. All the figures in the Wave 2 build, Joe Fixit, and the bio for him reads, Stealth Captain America. Injected with an experimental super soldier serum, Steve Rogers has the peak potential of strength, endurance, and dexterity. So pretty interesting. Now, when I played the beta version of the game, right, we know that Captain America dies in that incident. He has a different suit now. I don't know if it's just you could change the skin in the game. Again, I haven't played the game. I don't necessarily mind spoilers, so if you guys say something in the comments, that's okay. But I'm assuming Captain America never really died and that he's going to make an appearance somewhere in the game. But, you know, I'll figure that out when I play the game. Or you guys can even let me know down in the comments below. I don't mind, because I can't explain why he has a stealth suit when in the game you play as him in that first level or whatever, and then he ends up dying. But again, I do believe that he comes back, but I haven't looked that up or anything. I have absolutely no idea, but I'm just assuming. Anyway, let's get this thing opened up. Okay, and here's the Captain America figure out of the package, and it's the same. I can't even get excited about it, because the Steve Rogers head to me just doesn't really scream Steve Rogers. It just looks like a generic civilian head. So for all the people that say, oh, it's someone cosplaying as Captain America kind of thing, I guess that really works out for this action figure. But I'm sure it's accurate to the video game. I actually think the head sculpt is really good, just not good for Steve Rogers. I'm not sure what it is. It just seems too plain, I guess, boring in a sense. But kudos to whoever sculpted it. The face print technology came out really good. It's just a little blah. But anyway, he comes with the left arm to the Joe Fixit Build-A-Figure. You can see it is green-ish gray, but it is more green than gray, so on the skin tone. So just so you guys know. But let's zoom in, take a better look at the figure. Okay, so taking a closer look at the Captain America figure, let's take a look at the accessories. So of course he comes with the masked or helmeted head, and that's done nicely. I mean, you got black with silver paint. My A isn't the best painted, but you know, it looks good. It's the same as, you know, the previous one, so nothing special. We get the shield. The shield is the same, nothing special with that. It still feels a little bit rubbery in here, but, you know, be very, very careful with that clip, because you don't want it to break. And then we actually get interchangeable hands with this one that we did not get on the previous release, so that's actually kind of funny. So the regular Wave 1 that didn't even come with a Build-A-Figure or anything had trigger finger for the right, fist for the left. So in package, this one actually has trigger finger for the left, fist for the right. And then we get the opposite. So we get a right fist, and then, I mean, a left fist and a right trigger hand. So this one comes with additional hands, whereas the Wave 1 did not. And you actually get some silver paint on the black. So that's done nicely. But looking at the figure, so again, the head sculpt, I think the head sculpt is really good for a head sculpt. But for Steve Rogers, I mean, this looks like a regular dad dropping his kids off at school or something, right? I just don't see it. I don't know. The hair, the paint on the hair is really, really nice. Do you get that wash in there? That looks really good. The texturing of the hair looks fantastic. The face print came out looking really good. It looks like a real person. It just looks like a real generic person. But you guys let me know down in the comments below your thoughts on that. Am I being too rough on it? I'm sure it looks like the video game. Again, I haven't had a chance to play it. I have it. I will play it eventually whenever I kind of get the time. But this new job and reviews and kids and life and everything is just kind of hard to juggle all that right now. But looking at the figure itself, looks really good. The black and gray is awesome. I love the stealth design of it. It almost seems like there might be a little bit more paint, or probably the same amount of paint. It's just because the blue and red just didn't really come off looking good. So the SWAT gear look to it is really nice. I can see a lot of people maybe even army building this guy to give it that kind of military look, or that that tactical look. You army build it, you could have like a bunch of goons and thugs, or however you guys do your images and stuff, and you could do a lot of cool looking things, you know, maybe paint over the star or something. I can see a lot of people doing that. So from that sense, the figure is really good. However, it is that same design that I'm just not a fan of, and to be honest with you, I'm not a fan of very many designs from the video game. But, you know, it is what it is, and we get another Captain America figure again. If you watch my Iron Man video, I don't know how much of that is dictated by Marvel themselves and not necessarily decision that Hasbro is making directly. But anyway, looking at it, we get a nice silver right there for the knee pads over this brownish color for those knee pads, same color as those boots. So it's, again, it's done very nicely. Silver there on the forearm. The black and gray just does look really good. A little bit of paint on the back as well, and of course the peg hole there, so you can actually peg the shield into his back. So that is good. So let's zoom out for his articulation. Okay, so Captain America's articulation, he can look down that much, and then you can look up that much, so that is good. You get a full rotation, of course. There is some pivot going on in there. You can get the shoulder to go up that high. This shoulder pad doesn't really want to allow for any give. That one you're only going to get that high as well. Full rotation, and a piece of plastic just kind of chipped out of there. I'm not sure what that was. That's interesting, so be careful of that. We have an upper bicep swivel in there that's kind of hidden with that shoulder pad, and then there's a strap, so that kind of hits up against that pad as well, so be careful with that. Get a double jointed elbow. Get that bend on that upper portion. That's all you're going to get there, is a little bit more than 90 degrees. Wrists swivel, and they hinge, and to me the hands actually do seem a little bit small now that I'm looking right at them directly. We have an ab crunch in there, so he's only going to crunch forward that much, which isn't a whole lot. Mine was a little stiff. I had to kind of break it free. Going back is quite a bit, and then the sculpt of it just completely stops there. You have a waist swivel in there. Legs go out that far apart. You can kick forward that high. Figure the leg goes back a little bit. You have an upper thigh cut in there. Double jointed knee, which works out well, especially since they have that knee pad on there, and the knee pad is done quite well. We have a boot swivel right at the top of the boot. Foot hinges all the way down, hinges up a little bit, ankle pivot, peg holes at the bottom of the feet. So decent articulation. Does seem pretty lacking in terms of the ab and the shoulders, but you know, it's decent. Because I keep forgetting, let's pop this head off and let's put the helmeted head on, because I think that will complete the look. And holy hell, it's not easy to put on. What the hell? So there it is. So yeah, looks okay, looks boxy. Something about the head just kind of looks weird now, but that's okay. Okay, and here's our side-by-side comparison with Wave 1 and with Wave 2, and you can see same exact figures, just completely different color scheme, which makes sense, right? Different skins in the games usually are the same exact thing with just a different color. But what we are going to do is we're going to pop this head off of the Wave 1 Captain America. That was kind of tough. And we're going to put the Steve Rogers head and see how this one looks with that Steve Rogers head. And I almost think this one looks better, if you could say that it looks better, because I mean it's still the same exact thing, but maybe just something with the blue. Yeah, I mean, I guess it doesn't look as bad. I actually think it looks better on the blue one versus the black stealth suit version, but you know, you guys let me know down in the comments below what your thoughts on that are. Okay, to offer up my final thoughts on the figure, it's easy pass, just like the Iron Man, easy pass. The color scheme looks really good, but it's just the same figure released again. So I'll just leave it at that. You guys let me know down in the comments below what you guys think of the figure. Are you going to pick it up, or are you going to be passing on it? Because again, easy pass, because nobody wanted the first one. It did not sell very well. Now, I say that, but at the same time, I don't really see any other figures hanging around from that wave so much. You know, I'll see Ms. Marvel, and for the most part, that's it from Wave 1 that I still see hanging around. But again, it was just kind of really spaced out between Wave 1 and Wave 2. I'm not sure what's going on with distribution. You know, the game had gotten delayed. So a couple of different things kind of working against it or working for it, I guess. But at first, you know, the Captain America figure did not sell as well. But again, I also haven't seen it in a while, so maybe I'm wrong in that. You guys let me know in the comments below. If you guys like the video, please hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't already done so, and as always, thank you for watching.